What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Monday Night Meltdown. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Big time announcements getting ready to be made. If you are an SSU wrestler, the SSU will be returning on April 8th. If you guys don't know the story on why it shut down, what are you doing with your lives? You guys should know this story.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring, representing the N.W.O. from the Gulf of America, weighing in at 193 pounds, the men's world champion and the Universal Television champion, the All-American JP.
So JP and the T.W.O. absolutely caused unequivocated havoc in the SSU. Things were going everywhere. Things were getting crazy. Nobody knew what was going on. The security on the show, not good enough. So Jay Savage made the decision to shut it down. Totes My Goats agreed to let the SSU wrestlers come over here, kind of hash out some of their differences, continue to fight the TWO. We have seen a little bit of that going on. We have seen an absolutely brutal match between JP and the Lord, Arthur Stevenson. We are going to see another match here tonight. In the first one, the Lord getting the best of JP, even though he probably lost 14 pints of blood.
Infiltrators from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 269 pounds, Lord Arthur Stevenson.
Then we saw the Lord and Weapon X team up and take on the TWO in a handicap match where it was basically regular tag team, but 2-on-3 elimination, and we could tell, obviously, TWO paying off the referees. We saw at one point the Lord's leg underneath the rope, referee still counting. We saw another time Weapon X grabbing the rope, referee still counts, it didn't care. So tonight, in these first two matches, you are going to get to see the Lord and JP kind of firing it up. These guys will be facing off again for the SSU World title. You see JP, the SSU World Champion. But you will see these guys fighting here tonight. No title belts on the line. And in the next match, you will see Weapon X taking on another member of the TWO, Matt Storm, in anticipation of what will happen on April 8th when the SSU returns. So could be one of the last times you guys see these guys on a normal TCW program, not the TWO of course, but the SSU wrestlers. Only other time we're going to be seeing them is probably going to be in pay-per-view events. So big things going on tonight. You will see JW Caliber in the ring. You will also see Brooklyn Jokers in the ring. So all kinds of things are going to be going on. All kinds of things will be happening. What is going on, Eagle Star? Welcome to the show. Yeah, we're going to have another big show coming up. We're not going to talk about it right now. I think everything's still way too sensitive. But here in a couple weeks, we're going to have a very special show coming up here. So keep your eyes open for that. But we saw these two. Oh, look at the state of that. We saw these two guys, JP and the Lord, in one of the most brutal matches. Like, there is no love lost between the two of these guys. So, Are we going to see the same things here tonight? 2 out of 3 falls again for these guys. However, something that's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to see a ladder, and you're not going to see tacks in this match. Last time, I think that might have been what pushed it over the top. What will these guys do instead? You saw JP coming out with that sledgehammer, sparks flying off of it. And obvious size difference between these two as well. But again, this is one of those things, you know, JP, multi-time SSU world. Oh, I said we're not going to see any ladders. You're not supposed to. But the TWO doesn't care what you're supposed to do, so they're breaking the rules again. JP taking that ladder, probably hiding it up underneath there. Referee probably doesn't even realize that it's up there, or maybe the referee does. Again, referees, we just got done talking about this, probably on the SSU's pay, or the TWO's payroll. So, oh, we're going to see it again. It's like the Lord's like, okay, well, I saw you're out here trying to break the rules, but let's do it ourselves. JP now wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it comes! And right to the old solar plexus of the Lord. Oh, the Lord trying to get the crowd fired up, and look at who else got fired up. JP flying off of that ring, off of the apron. And while the match may be hardcore and the weapons can be found anywhere, the falls will not count anywhere. So you can tap out all you want on the outside of the ropes. You could pin everybody all you want. You can count to 47 if you like. That is not going to count as a pinfall. And look, this is not something we normally even see from the Lord. And now landing on JP, kind of in an awkward spot. What kind of damage did that do to the midsection of JP? I don't know, but able still to kick out in 2. Guys, while we got a chance, remember, this is probably one of the best times to do it. Like the video. Share the video. This is the time to do it. But like, if you're new, subscribe, do the things. But share out the video right now. Let everybody know what we're doing. Matt Storm, welcome to the show. GG, welcome to the show. Diamond Santos, welcome to the show. What is going on? Raymond Jones, welcome to the show. You know, we got, I'm not going to reveal it just yet, but we got some cool stuff coming up with that and Raymond Jones. So make sure you guys are watching the next episode. Oh my gosh. Look at that. The last time both of these guys put the other guy through ladder. And now they're already back. It's like they can't get enough of it. The Lord's like, hey, remember that one time you hit me with this crazy sledgehammer? Oh, you can see, oh, right on the back of the neck right there. You can see right at the base of the neck. I don't even know how JP is going to be able to continue on in this match, but right at the base of the neck. Hopefully the weather for real, in real life, does not stop the show from going on. We got all kinds of crazy weather going on right now in the great state of Bama. And again, going back up to the top, but you just wonder, like, this isn't really the Lord's game. However, it is JP's game. And far be it from me to try to figure out how to beat JP. Frankie Two Fingers not having a part of that. And the Lord going for the Blackpool Slam. However, JP having that scouted out and getting an, oh, the kneel before the Lord. Is JP going to tap to it, or can he get out of it? Holy cow, a new thing in the Lord's arsenal. Finally, the Lord kind of letting him off and saying, no, you know what we are going to do, though? You don't want to tap to that. Blackpool Slam time. Can he hit it this time? And he does. No way you kick out. from a kneel before the Lord and the Blackpool Slam. And I say, you know, you don't do it. And JP's like, oh, is that the rules? I wasn't aware that there was rules that you couldn't do it. So then he goes and does it. What is going on? Hacksaw, welcome to the show. What is going on? Logan, welcome to the show. Man, it is so crazy. We've got so many things. This is kind of like a special show because you guys are going to see some SSU wrestlers probably for the last time here tonight, you know, but that does come at a price, you know, so we've got a lot of people on both shows, a lot of different storylines going on. So not always do we get to see everybody wrestle in the show. Sometimes it'll be 2, 3, 4 weeks of not getting to see, you know, a certain wrestler. That does not mean they don't have big plans. That doesn't mean things aren't happening. But sometimes, so if you guys don't see yourselves in some of these shows for a couple weeks, don't worry about it. We have a lot of wrestlers and still add more wrestlers. So it is absolutely crazy. And this time, JP able to roll a little bit farther, get out of the way, realize, hey, yeah, the Lord might be going up, trying to do the high flying stuff. But probably doesn't have the same distances like your JPs as your, oh, right there, busted JP open. But JP, like, look at this, eye on the prize. The Lord, though, fighting back and fighting through it. Picks him up again, and right now, the Lord really doing a good job of trying to weaken JP up. They are going to have a title match on the SSU. Again, they can't have that title match here. Although, if you guys remember, Tote stole the belt at one point, and then fought for it because he was the one holding the belt. But typically, you're not going to see TCW belts fought for on the SSU or SSU belts fought for on the TCW. So this title match will conclude, even though we've seen part of the fight going on here in TCW, it will conclude on SSU programming, which will return April 8th in just a couple days. So, and this is the dangerous part about both these wrestlers. You leave both of these guys in the match for long enough, they will find a way to win. And this goes on both sides. We have seen really the Lord kind of go through a spurt where he is dominating. We've seen JP go through his spurt where he is dominating. But these guys wrestle so many times against each other. They know what the other one is going to do. They know how the other one wrestles. So one of the better wrestling matches you are going to see, and it doesn't matter if it's on a Monday night, doesn't matter if it was a Tuesday morning. JP now telling the Lord to stop in the name of love before he breaks his skull. Oh, JP going up top. The Lord sees him, but look, I'm telling you, JP's so fast. Sometimes you don't even realize it, like the Lord saw him, but like before he even knew what was going on. And look at this. Little backs and forths as we go. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you don't want the hammer punches from the Lord. I'll tell you that right now. Like, you want to make sure you are getting up and getting out of the way. Now, the Lord wrote a song about it. I was like, man, I don't know if JP's going to let him sing it, but JP does let him sing it. Takes a guitar right to the head. The Lord gets the first fall in this match. Remember, It is 2 out of 3 falls, and look, right away, JP kind of goes to a variation of the big red button. That's not the big red button, but it is a variation of it. And just, oh, here's another variation of it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and JP ties it up really quick. That'll let you know how this match has been going. The Lord able to get back up, though, and it makes you wonder, is the Lord going to try to do the thing again? Is he going to try to make him kneel before the Lord? Is he going to try to get him to tap out, really drive home the story? Yeah, and it'll be interesting. We've seen Diamond Santos talk a lot. Oh, here we go. Are we going to go through a ladder again? Oh, yes we are. JP has got to be like, what in the incarnation is going on? What did he do? Oh. Look at that. That's a pretty smart move right there, throwing the kendo stick, knowing he wasn't going to get over. JP getting up, though, and now letting the hands and the feet go. And I think JP is the one this time leaving blood all over the place. Yeah, you can see blood on the floor right there, and JP now getting ready to get after the Lord, hitting him with the chairs. Even that reverse DDT, you can tell the Lord grabbing his head, hit that chair that is still sitting up. And now JP using everything in the arena. And, you know, we talk about what makes JP such a great wrestler, and that is the innovation, not just the moves that he does, but the innovation of what he does. Lord's like, hey, one good chair shot deserves another. And another. But JP really leaving the DNA out there. And again, the last time we saw this, we saw the Lord doing this. So, and it's like, what else would you have expected in a match like this? What other kind of things would you have really expected in a match like this? These guys really just, I don't even know if either one of them really cares about winning. Gigi, what did you say your wrestler's hashtag was? Did you upload your wrestler using hashtag TOTES, hashtag TOTES26? That's step 1. Step 2 is I'm going to look at your wrestler, and we're going to see, without being able to talk with you, it's going to be a lot harder. So, oh, look at that big red button. But hashtag TOTES, TOTES26, that's how you give me permission to even upload your wrestler. That's not a guarantee I'm going to upload your wrestler, though. Oh, look at JP starting to get super frustrated, and for good reason. Thought he had him right there. Hit that big red button on the outside. I didn't see him. I did not see him, Weapon X. I looked today. I looked for a couple different people today. The Ancestor was one of them, and I did not see him. I need Dubs to upload him using hashtag TOTES26, or even Solo26 works as well. Oh, look, Hacksaw might be trying to become a member of the T.W.O. Rooting for the T.W.O., you know what I mean? Now, got to keep your eyes on Hacksaw. I know old Frankie Two Finger's going to be keeping his eye. eyes on Hacksaw. You know, you got to watch. 1, 2, 3, and is it any wonder the one who bleeds the most tends to win this match?
Here is your winner, the All-American JP.
Man, you want to talk about building up a one-on-one 5-star match. You want to talk about building up a title match. If that doesn't build things up, you got those guys going back and forth in the SSU. Then they come to the TCW and they split their matches. I'm just saying it. Who knows what is going to happen on the other end? Yeah, and he told me too, Weapon, that he told me he uploaded it. So yeah, I went and looked. I did not see him. Or maybe I don't have the right name. I figured it'd be something related to the ancestors, though. You want to talk about an entrance? Look at the state of this. Matt Storm, half of the current TCW United States Tag Team Champions. Although I will say, enjoy this entrance, because this is way too long. Like, this is... If this is the entrance I think it is, we're not going to wait around for 4.5 minutes while Matt Storm makes his way to the ring. We'll do a commercial break before we do that. So that's one of the things, though, too, when you guys are thinking about the entrances.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, representing the N.W.O. from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 249 pounds, one half of the United States Tag Team Champions, the Captain, Matt Storm.
You know, doing the 2, 3, 4, 27-minute entrances. I'm going to see how much longer this goes on, but going a little faster than I thought. But yeah, typically at the beginning, you're like, man. But you can't say this about Matt Storm. He does know how to make an entrance. And these two guys right here go back and forth, go at it. Like I'm telling you, there is no love loss between Weapon X and Matt Storm. Meaning now there's no love lost between Weapon X and the T.W.O. Man, look at the state of this. I'm telling you. You got old Frankie Two Fingers sitting down in the ring. Like if I was waiting for this guy to walk down, Ricky, not doing it. I look at this guy's face right here and I'm like, nope, I'm just going to buy a ticket and watch this match.
And his opponent, representing the Infiltrators, weighing in at 269 pounds.
Yeah, Weapon X, another one, making his way down to the ring. Check your watches. It's going to be a minute. Now, these would be those kind of entrances. I wish you could have, like, pay-per-view entrances. Like, you know, they've got the regular entrance. They've got your title entrance. I wish they had PLE entrances. That would be amazing. What is going on? Blaze, welcome to the show, brother. If you guys haven't checked out Blaze, he will put his link down in the chat. Go check him out. Definitely a place to be. And it's almost like X is walking over to that ring post just like Matt did and said, hey, no way, buddy. I'm going to claim this ring post for myself. This is now my ring post, and look at the state of these guys. X said, no way. Matt Storm trying to get that upper hand on Weapon X right there. We've got to watch the referees in this match. Now, the ref in the last match seemed to call it down the middle. T.W.O, though, getting one up on the SSU. Can the SSU even the score here tonight? What is happening? Tiffany Black, welcome to the show. And again, we talked about Arthur and JP, how well they know each other. It is the same thing. You can even see JP leaving DNA all over, all up next to this announce table, all over this ring. It's all in the ring right there, all courtesy of JP. So this one will only be one fall, but will Weapon X be able to take advantage here tonight, kind of weaken up the TWO a little bit, and maybe start to gain the advantage? Like, even though JP won that last match, like, you saw how much blood he lost. Like, that can't be like a high five. All right, good deal, Gigi. I will check out the wrestler, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But again, it's typically hard to go that way if you're not in the Discord. Not impossible, but it is not easy. And here's the other thing. I don't think, I'm going to continue to say this probably every show until somebody, look at this. Like, apparently ladder spots is the call of the night. Like, everybody wants to get a ladder spot in. You get a ladder spot. You get a ladder spot. Everybody gets a ladder spot. But the TCW, more than the win and the losses, TCW very storyline driven. Wins and losses, I'm not saying they don't matter, they do, but that is not the most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world is the storylines. It's not just about getting there, but how you're getting there. So, TCW, not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. Not your typical E-Federation where it's all just about wins and losses. That's all that matters. Did you win? Did you lose? Nope. Sometimes losing and how you do it even more important. Look at Matt Storm. I'm telling you, Matt Storm, a different animal this year. Really, you could tell. Oh, we saw ladders last time, but we did not see the tacks, and now the tacks are out. Tried to put him out, and then Weapon X said, no thank you, sir. We're not having the thumbtacks here today. What is going on? Dog, welcome to the show. Sounds like Diamond Santos in the chat trying to make a deal with the devil. TWO. Now, we got to watch out for Diamond Storm. We got to watch out for Sam Hacksaw, looking like Those two really trying to root for the TWO. TWO here to take over the TCW. TWO here to take over the SSU. You are also going to see the debut of Brooklyn Jokers here tonight. Brooklyn Jokers, an SSU wrestler. And we are going to see a contract match here tonight between the TCW and the SSU. So don't go anywhere for that. We've got both men and women's title belts will be on the line. Universal Tag title belts on the line. TCW. We've seen the SSU fighting the TWO so far here tonight. You will see the TCW fighting, trying to get those title belts back from the TWO. Will they be successful or not? Who knows? Go Stubbs and Chilliwack will be defending against Totes and Drew Hawthorne. So that's going to be very interesting. U.S. women's title belt on the line. Anita T in a rematch against Melinda. So that should be fun to watch as well. Also, women's universal hardcore title belt on the line here tonight. Oh, look at this. Gave him a little gut puncher. Now Matt Storm going up top. Can he connect? And 3. Once, twice, 3 times the ladder spot. 3 times. Somebody has gone through a ladder tonight. You know, Weapon X is like, yeah, maybe you got me through that dang ladder, but you're not hitting me with the kendo stick. Like, look, we got to draw the line somewhere. The line that we just drawn, kendo stick, not having it. And it's crazy. These guys want to fight on the outside of the ring here tonight. You can see we got tacks in the middle of the ring. We got blood all over the arena. We got chairs down over there. Kendo stick over this way. Flattened trash can. Couple guitars already been busted up tonight. Absolutely crazy, but whatever. Just another night at Monday Night Meltdown. Well, you know, haven't seen... Oh, look. Weapon X is pretty pissed off right now. He goes, yeah, I just went through one of these. You can see the marks on my back from the ladder. And finally, you might not be able to see too many more because now in Weapon X's back are tacks, and that is the perfect storm. 1, 2. Oh, and almost 3. But do you see the positioning of the referee? He's like, I'm not going to hand clap these tacks. He stayed well away from the tacks. And Weapon X is going to have to do something, and do something he does. Again, calling on the powers of the ancestors to turn this match around. That is Weapon X's finisher, and now the referee's got no choice. And almost puts the end to Weapon X's night. And you can tell now that he called on the power of the ancestors, feeling a lot more confident in what's going on. Can he continue to draw from their power? And can he turn it into a W? Kind of looked like he was like, hey, maybe I should go get something, but that indecision might be the thing that Matt Storm needed to get back on top. But Weapon X again says, oh, I thought he's going to try to put him on top of that ladder. What is going on? Prime time. Sean Sanders. Welcome to the show. Weapon X going up on top, and you look, Weapon X, he is a heavyweight, but he is a heavyweight more on the lighter end and can do some things to get things going. Man, really appreciate you buying some tickets here tonight. Weapon X buying quite a few tickets, to be fair. And again, all the proceeds go right back into the channel to provide you guys the best show possible. So it is very, very much appreciated. Now, Matt rolls him up, 2. And how much longer can this match go on? How much more does Weapon X have in him? How much more does Matt Storm have in him? How much more does either one of them have in him? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Matt Storm sneaks out of here with a sneaky win. And look, I'm telling you right now, that is the second win.
The captain, Matt Storm.
And a 5-star match in a one-fall match. That's a 5-star match coming in a one-on-one. Like I'm telling you right now, T.W.O. coming out of here with 2 wins already tonight. I mean, that has got to freak out the people in the SSU. That would freak me out, and it's kind of starting to freak me out a little bit. We've got a couple more matches here tonight. How will those matches end? Will the TWO keep getting the one-uppers? Will the TWO keep building the momentum as the SSU is getting ready to open back up their doors on April 8th?
Making his way to the ring from Area 51, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Honor of Extreme Champion, Recto Death.
Recon Delta, though, making his way down to the ring, getting ready to do his thing. And who is this going to be? Making his debut. Now, we saw him come down to the ring, but we have not seen him take off that hat or that mask. But it is Brooklyn Joker with a whole new look and attitude.
The Infiltrators from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 367 pounds, the Jester Barker.
What is going on, Sentinel? Man, I'm glad you made it to a live stream. Missed you, brother. Welcome to the show. But Brooklyn coming down, getting, oh, look at Ricky. Not having it. I don't even know if I'm going to sit at the announce table for this one. You know what I mean? Like, just on the off chance they come over and try to hang out with me. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of nightmare fuel, Ricky Bobby. Hey, it's good to be that busy, though, Sentinel. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with that. So look at this. Kind of a new look. Kind of a dialed back but dialed in look. But are we going to see, or what are we going to see from Brooklyn Jokers here tonight? Is it going to be the same style? Is it going to be a more focused wrestling style? Who knows? But he's got a lot going against him right now. He is in the ring with a multi-time world champion. So Brooklyn Jokers does have his hands full here tonight, but kind of some good news for him is the SSU have been doing their thing, but they've been fighting against the TWO, and the TWO here tonight really on the next level. Now we're going to get to see, by the time the end of the night is over, the SSU in this match fighting the TCW, and we're going to get to see the TCW going after the Universal World Tag Team title belts held by the T.W.O. So it's going to be absolutely crazy. Also, we're going to get to see the record holder, Monica Monroe, get another shot at the Universal Hardcore title belt. Can she beat Heather, the leader of the women's T.W.O.? Can she beat her and maybe start another streak? Who knows? I mean, right now, T.W.O.'s been on another level here tonight, so definitely get to see. And we get to see Crimson tonight. Like, it's been a second since we've even got to see Crimson, but tonight we're going to get to see her fighting against Kezabu for the women's Meltdown World title belt. So lots of stuff happening here tonight. Lots of things still going. And look at this. The referee stopping Recon Delta. Maybe the SSU's paying the referees too. You know what I mean? But maybe the TWO pays better. Like, who knows? Who knows what that was about? Or maybe it's just Brooklyn. You don't want to put anything past Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Brooklyn setting up for it right now. Can he land it? No, Recon able to kind of do a little do-si-do, a little skip to my Lou, get out of the no laughing matter. And remember, Recon can end a match right now. Like, he could end it. You wouldn't even know what's going on. Not tonight. Diamond Santos not booked tonight. That's what I mean. There's a lot of stuff going on with the SSU. There's another wrestler not booked tonight. And just about hits him with the Delta variant. Instead, Brooklyn Joker's able to get out of the way of that Delta variant. But that's the good news with the SSU opening their doors back up on April 8th. You won't see SSU wrestlers on the TCW programming, so it's going to open up a lot more matches again. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in Diamond Santos getting some shots at some different things, especially after that. And there it is, out of nowhere, Delta variant 2. And it's just like Brooklyn Joker's got the Regeneron that he needed to get better quick and kick out in 2. Listen to this crowd. The crowd wants him to fight forever. I want him to fight forever. You want him to fight forever. I don't know if they got that much in them, though. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you missed the part where I thanked you for buying everybody tickets then. Yeah, that's crazy because I could see the microphone working. Oh! Yeah, that's a world champion move right there.
Here is your winner, Recto Death.
That is a world champion move. You're fighting against a big old boy like Brooklyn Jokers, and you know, sometimes you got to use the count out. You know what I mean? No title belts are on the line, so you absolutely can win a match by count out.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Universal Women's Hardcore Championship.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah. Now making her way down to the ring, the leader of the oldest faction in TCW, the women's T.W.O, longest running faction, has been in every season, all 8 seasons. 4 of the wrestlers have always been the same. Absolutely crazy. Guys, remember, drop a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Probably the most important thing you can do today to show your support is share the video. And don't just share it with anybody. Don't go out there and just all willy-nilly just share it and be like, hey, whatevs on the shares. I want you to find somebody. Find somebody who said, you know what? You know what, Matt Storm? You're not a good share. Diamond Santos, you don't share worth a crap. You suck at sharing. And I want you to send it to them and say, look, don't say I didn't share anything with you. This could be the greatest thing you've ever seen. This might be the greatest thing your eyeballs have ever witnessed. Monday Night Meltdown. Just say it. Share it with them. Let's see what happens. Monica Monroe now making her way down to the ring. She holds the record for the longest title reign of the Universal Women's Hardcore title belt when she defended this belt 6 times. So think about that. Hardcore title. Now, Digital Dogs defended it 9 times. Almost made it to the pinnacle. Was like, came up just short. One short of like being that deed being inducted into the Hall of Legends. If he could have defended it 10 times, but he came up short. Monica, though, wanting to get her shot at maybe starting another epic title run. Maybe can she get to 10? Don't know, but the first thing she's got to do, win the title belt here tonight. Will she be able to do it? Now, we say this all the time, but our women's division is second to none. If you're a lady out there and you think you're the best wrestler on the planet, come test your skills.
Introducing the challenger from Munich, Germany, the Maniac. And her opponent from Spokane, Washington, the Universal Women's Hardcore Champion, Girl Dynamite, Heather Deeb.
Who are they, Farrat? Name them in order. 1, 2, and 3. Your 3 favorite female wrestlers. Now, you can see, like, Monica maybe a little bit taller, not by much, maybe a little bit taller than Heather, but you can definitely see these 2 wrestlers built quite a bit different. Heather, too, one of the smaller wrestlers. I think really her and Phoenix, 2 of the smaller wrestlers in the TCW, but doesn't stop her. Like, she ends up becoming the hardcore champion. Like, what are you going to do with that? You know what I mean? What are you going to do with that? And Heather's got a very distinctive finishing move, the H-bomb. When she hits the H-bomb, it feels like she immediately gets one back. So, dangerous wrestler, her and Jane, the legend killer, it's what their finishers feel like. I don't know if it's true or not, but that is what it feels like. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This will put a quick end to anybody's night. Look at the way she swung. What is going on here? But did you see the way she swung that? Like she one-hand wielded that thing. TWO music is playing right now. Who is getting ready to come down? Oh, H-bomb! Inbound. Oh, Monica finds a way to stop it, though. But what a distraction. It makes you wonder who was in the back. Was it Misty? Was it Cheyenne? Could it have been Kylie? Maybe Savannah in there playing the distracting music. Play that distracting music, white boy. And Monica almost getting the win. Heather, though, still able to kick out at about 2.5. Monica, though, not having it. Right back on the offense, doing the thing that she needed to do. Oh, picks her up right back down. And now she's got it. You can tell, like, you swing that sledgehammer like that, that's shaking the arena right there. Oh, right on the outside. Monica says, no, thank you. I'm only taking one of those today. And another run right to the head of Heather. Monica, though, wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. And Heather says, no, thank you. She knows a guy that plays guitar already, so didn't want to hear anything about that song. And Heather starting to make that comeback, looking like she might be able to defend the title. You know, in the beginning of this match, you had to start wondering, like, would she be able to do it? That is a good list, Sentinel. I like that list, too. It's funny. If I was going to name, like, my three, it'd be tough. It'd be tough to do. Oh, it looked like she was trying to sneak around, go through it a different way, but instead gets it around, setting up for it again. And you got to believe if she can hit this right here, this could be that first fall that she needs. And what's crazy, too, Monica has a finishing move, too, that big stomp that she can hit you in about 4 different ways. So the fact that Monica keeps kicking out of this, absolutely crazy. Oh, look at this. Oh, you got to watch out now, because I was going to say right now that is usually like the prelude. So one way she can hit you with it. Now bouncing off the ropes, up and down, right off the chair. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. I don't even know how Heather kicks out of that, but she does. Huge elbow right there. Can she turn it around again? Again, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure if she can hit you with one, she loads up another one. So Heather now bleeding a little bit from the top of her head. Is that going to affect her? Oh, right down on top of that chair. You can see Monica grabbing the back of her head. Now Heather grabbing the chair and going to town with the chair. Little Royal Rumble chair going on right there. And this is what she is going to have to do if she wants to retain that title. Start using the entire ring. Hits her with a big crossbody. Going now after another weapon, maybe. Oh, no, changing up her mind. But look, that indecisiveness might be an issue. And it is. Monica kind of laying in wait right there now, getting things turned back around, back in the other direction. That'll be another interesting point. Like right now, the women's roster of the SSU and our roster not really getting involved. Really more of a fight on the men's side. But could it be in the future, especially as the SSU builds their women's roster? Like, could that be a thing where we start seeing maybe a women invasion? Don't know. And very innovative offense starting to happen, and Heather's got to make sure she doesn't get hit by this, because if she gets, I didn't think you survived one sub, but you're certainly not surviving two. Hooks the leg and nowhere near the ropes. 1, 2, 3. And Monica gets the first pin. Heather now trying to turn it back around. And remember, with these hardcore titles, we don't always see it, but it is typically a 2 out of 3 false count match. Oh, right on top of the stop sign. So you got the H-bomb, then you got her putting it right on top of the stop sign. Heather getting a pin now on Monica. So the next fall will determine who the Universal Hardcore Champion is. And you might have wondered, like, hey, not typically Heather's style to be wrestling in a hardcore match like this, but you look at who she beat, and now you look at who she's fighting, and, I'm just saying, maybe not too far off right there. Going up top, is she going to be able to hit it? No, gets out of the way. I thought she was actually going to fall on top of that stop sign, but ends up missing the stop sign as well. Oh, that might be it. That's a devastating move, even though Heather able to get up and get around it. Monica dodging that. Heather now letting the hands go. And Monica fighting through it. But you look at Heather beating Sid B for the title belt, bringing Sid's title reign to only 5. Sid was one away from getting it done, and still ends up falling up short. Oh, now swinging that chair and missing. I think she was like, hey, maybe I should put the chair down if we're going to miss these. Oh, Monica, a little possum playing going on. Oh, no, you watch out for this. Both of them now kind of making that same mistake. Heather trying to take advantage. Monica fighting through it, though. Oh, and hit her again. Like, that is another thing that really sets up that stomp. Now hitting her in the back. Oh, went for a big swing. Probably shouldn't have wound up like that. But able to get back and turn things back around. And this is why, like, you'll wonder why she is. This is why right here, being able to beat Sid B, and now, so she just beat.
And still, the Universal Women's Hardcore Champion, Girl Dynamite Heather.
She just beat both women that have the longest title streak with this hardcore title. So, you know, is that what she's trying to do? Did she want to prove a point and say, you know, she can do it as well?
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's United States Championship.
This is another one. We saw an absolutely amazing match between the Destroyer, Anita T, and at the time, current champion. Now we're going to get to see the brand new logos coming out from Anita T, the brand new look, even a new mask. You can see the A and the T on that mask. But Anita T making her way down to the ring, getting to defend and prove like, hey, this wasn't a fluke when she beat Melinda. Like, she plans on having this title belt around her waist for a minute. So we're going to get to see, can she retain that title belt here tonight? So Melinda now making her way down to the ring, getting another shot at the United States Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, the mechanic, Melandra G. And her opponent from Kobe, Japan, the Women's United States Champion, Antista T.
So one of the things that's interesting about this match, looking at the history of this championship belt, you look at T. Jones, set the bar at 6 title defenses. Later on, Melinda comes, she gets 6 title defenses. T. Jones sets the bar again, beating Melinda to not allow her to go to that 7th title defense, and then sets another bar, winning the United States Championship 3 times. Now, Melinda has won it twice. If she can win it here again tonight, that'll be her 3rd time winning that title belt. Again, tying T. Jones. Melinda, in her last title defenses, also went on a streak of 4, which is the 2nd longest streak. You got T. Jones and Melinda both at 6, and then Melinda at 4. So Melinda really bringing a lot of stability to the United States title belt. Is Anita T going to continue on that path, or will Melinda win that back here tonight? And then you got to wonder at what point, you know, T. Jones really kind of leaving her mark, making her mark on the United States title, being like that trailblazer. At what point does Melinda maybe take that, or does she? We're going to have to wait and see. So it's very interesting, you know, T. Jones, after having that epic title run at 6 title defenses, She was one and done in the next ones. You see, Melinda's first one was 6, just like T. Jones. That was her first one when she went 6. But then when Melinda won it back, she went on another reign of 4 title defenses. So she has been the one that has had, at the end of the day, not on the same run, but at the end of the day, the most title defenses of any, which isn't really a thing we track yet, but it's something that I've been considering. I thought maybe we're going to start tracking that. Definitely have to wait and see how that goes. Yeah, T.W.O. definitely putting in some work, that is for sure. So and now, with the SSU show opening back up, that is going to be the next thing. Will the TWO be taking SSU title belts as well? Like, we're definitely going to have to wait and see. Yeah, and I think after the match where Diamond Santos beats 4 wrestlers, or beats 3 other wrestlers in a 4-way match, you know, absolutely on the list to get a title shot for the United States title. Now, when will that come? We don't know, but definitely on the list for sure. And you can almost tell tonight, Melinda, kind of a different... Whoa, what is this? That is a huge slam. Is that going to end the match? No. She's going to keep it going. But it almost seems like kind of a different focus coming here tonight. She's got the new look. She's got a new focus. Now, can she hit the Fafo slam? No. Anita says, hey, I know what that is. Like, I know what you're doing. Anita picks her up, and remember, Anita T can come out of nowhere, too, and hit you with the destroyer. So, like, you're just putzing along. Things are going down. Nothing really happening. Then all of a sudden, next thing you know, bam, destroyer. Match is over, and you're like, what just happened? I was here 1 second, and then I got hit with the destroyer. Oh, Melinda sees what's happening there. She kind of backs out of the way, able to duck that one. And really going after, kind of attacking the midsection there. And that's almost the area, like that's kind of what Anita T needs to get that destroyer off. It takes a lot of mid-body strength right there, and that is what Melinda is going after and attacking. Huge combo. And Anita, you can see that brand new symbol she is wearing right there, getting the crowd fired up. Oh, went to duck, went back for the crowd, and is that the mistake Melinda is going to need to get the match going in her direction? Quite possibly now going up to the top rope. Does she see it coming? She does not. And again, attacking the midsection of Anita T. Trying to make sure that if she gets put in the destroyer or tries to put her, maybe she won't be able to. And now splits Melinda open right above. Looks like maybe the left eye. Was it the left eye? And that might be, yeah, the left eye. That might be something where kind of caught Melinda off guard. All of a sudden, there was a 2 count going on. And Anita going after the head of Melinda. You can see all the blood JP left in this ring. And here it is. It is the destroyer. So able to get her in it. Rolls her up. 2. And somehow Melinda able to kick out in 2. Oh, another big move right there. Melinda's got to find a way to get this turned around, and turned around right now. So that is a start. Can she get her with it right here? Oh, thought she was going. Oh, another big, like this big slam. Like, I am shocked. I am shocked she did not. She doesn't go for the pin right there. But again, you know what's coming. Does Anita realize what's coming? I mean, that's 3 big slams back to back to back. And look, again, Anita waiting for it, able to reverse back out of it. And oh, I was going to say that she can put you, like, she can throw you into them ropes and then bring you right back out real quick. Whoa, she'll just pick you straight up. Another way, the Destroyer, and no way you kick out of this twice. 1, 2. Well. Well, maybe there's one way. Well, not waiting around this time, hits her, surprise. 1, 2, 3, and Melinda G comes back out and wins the Women's United States Championship.
Here is your winner, and new Women's United States Champion, the Mechanic, Melandra G.
Absolutely crazy match. You saw Melinda, like, we saw her take. Oh, look at this. She's leaving. Now it's her and JP kind of leaving DNA all over the wrestling ring. You can see the blood now. I mean, it's pouring down. Face, shoulders, chest, the whole 9 yards. But huge win right there. Melinda G now winning her 3rd United States title belt.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Infiltrators. From Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 235 pounds, T.W.O.
Look at JW, man from Texas, letting you know, hey, here's how you get a little 2-step going. Making his way down to the ring now. No titles are on the line in this match, but this might be the most impactful match of the night. JW Caliber of the SSU fighting for the contract rights of Rated R2K. Will R2K continue to be a TCW exclusive wrestler, or can JW, who recently just won the Universal Hardcore title belt, lost it also recently, but recently won the Hardcore title belt, will he be able to beat R2K and take his title, or take his contract back to the SSU? We'll find out today. Yes, we are going to find out right now. R2K's been on quite a roll, but here's something that I don't think...
And his opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Grim Reaper, R2K!
Here's something, though, I don't think people realize. R2K is actually injured. If you'll even his last match, he was injured 2 matches ago with Digital Dogs. Fought Digital for the Universal Hardcore title. Got injured in that match. Still cleared to wrestle, but was injured in that match. So you look at how the last match went, and you're like, wow, I don't understand how he had that match with Digital and all of a sudden didn't quite look like himself. Well, guess what? He's still injured. He still hasn't been cleared medically. Cleared to wrestle, but not cleared from the injury list. So at a great disadvantage here in this match. Can he win the match tonight and keep his contract in the TCW, or will J.W. Caliber get the win and take R2K back to the SSU on April 8th? Well, you know, one thing is, like, I would probably avoid headshots, but R2K out there right now, staying on the offense, delivering 3 headbutts to J.W. Caliber, and wisely going after the legs. And I think R2K realizes one thing. If he does not get this win quickly because of his injury, he may not have the stamina to go the distance. That may put him at the disadvantage. So look at how fast he is coming out in this match. And this is typically not how he matches or wrestles. So if you look at the tape that J.W. Caliber's been looking at, he probably doesn't expect him to come out there. I know Frankie Two Fingers didn't expect him to come out like this. But R2K coming out on fire. But again, you talk about the pacing of a match. How long can he hold it up? How long can he keep it going? If J.W. Caliber turns it around and gets in control, will R2K be able to stop him? And you can tell R2K probably typically a little bit faster, not like a lot, but typically probably a little bit faster than J.W. Caliber. However, you can tell he's a little bit slower. J.W. Caliber now going after him, letting the hands go. And J.W. Caliber, too, a little bit sneaky in the way he wrestles. You can see some power in there, but he can bring it off the ropes. He can bring it off the top turnbuckle. He can do some things that you probably don't expect him to do, which makes him one of the more unique and interesting wrestlers out there. Right now, looking at trying out some new finishing moves, and so far they have been very, very effective. And returning the favor, R2K gave him 3 headbutts. J.W. giving him a headbutt of his own. But again, it's going to come down to this. How long can R2K last? And you can absolutely tell it has been a brutal night. SSU fighting the T.W.O, SSU fighting the TCW, TCW fighting the SSU, TCW about to fight the T.W.O here in the next couple matches. Also, we haven't even announced this one, but Blackheart will be putting the world title belt on the line tonight against the leader of the TWO. So you're going to see some back-to-back matches. TWO getting a shot at the world title here tonight in the next match, and then the TWO putting their title belts on the line against the TCW. So lots of stuff going on. And look, JW Caliber just not letting up, but R2K not giving up. So R2K fighting for his contract here tonight. SSU getting ready to open up again. We've announced it a few times, but on April 8th. So here in a couple days, the doors of the SSU will be back open. You won't see the SSU wrestlers on our normal programming. But that also means that soon you will see us fighting for that unified world title. Or undisputed world title, not unified. We're not unifying any belts, but undisputed world title between the two. It will be the only belt that both organizations fight for, kind of the bragging rights, the pinnacle. Oh, look at that. R2K grabbing the rope. Again, remember, R2K is injured. He's hurt. He is at a major disadvantage, trying to do everything he can right now. Oh, look at the speed of that. To try to hold on, leaving his contract in the TCW. JW Caliber doing everything he can to bring it home with him to the SSU. And an owie, and that might just be it. 1, 2. And JW Caliber doing something most people don't, kicking out of the gunner. And you can see R2K starting to move a lot more slowly. Allowing JW to get out of the way. Now takes out the knee, and is that gonna... Oh, look, back and forth these guys go. You want to talk about some heart in this match. Both guys, R2K was setting up for it. Was getting ready to hit him with that gunner again. But JW Caliber wisely rolling out of the ring, avoiding it. And a huge kind of tornado twisting DDT. And both guys unbelievable. Both guys unbelievable. Back and forth. You want to talk about just some crazy business going on. Now JW feel like he's about to call for it. Oh, that is a big smash right there. Another big forearm. Hooks the leg. This might be it. 1, 2. Oh, man. Only the 2 counts. I don't even think JW can believe it. Be fair, I don't think any guy... Oh, and hits him with it. This might be it. Oh, gives him... Look, he even calls it. He's like, hey, I just hit you with it again, but let me give you the double guns. And JW's like, why are you double gunning me, buddy? Shoot her. Oh, is that the end? 1, 2. Wowzers. Look, both guys have given the other guy their best shots, and both guys able to kick out and counter the other one. Like, unbelievable. Just an absolutely crazy match going on right now. And what is it going to take for the other guy to win? What's it going to take right now for one of them to gain the advantage and get the win? Oh, here we go again. Wowzers. The old I can't drive 55. 1, 2, 3, and R2K's contract will remain in the TCW.
here is your winner, the Grim Reaper, R2K!
Whoa, 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 look at this. Like, he is out to prove a point that he has no intentions of going to the SSU now. That makes you wonder, what does he have in store? What is his plans?
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
What are his plans when he comes off an injury? Like, I notice he's not taking title shots since he's been hurt. But what are his plans? Is he trying to go after a world title? Is he trying to go after... Yeah. Maybe is R2K trying to join the TWO? I mean, I'm telling you, like, the TWO has been growing and doing stuff. Who are they trying to recruit? What are they trying to spread? Remember, TWO contracts, they can show up on either show. But you got to be a member of the TWO. Right now, only 5 members of the TWO. Will they really try to expand out their faction? Will they try to grow and take over wrestling that way? You remember back in the NWO, maybe they got too big. Will they try to remain exclusive? Will there only ever be 5 members in the TWO? Will there be 4? Like, who knows? We don't even know what's going to go on or which way they're going to go with that, but it's definitely something old Frankie Two Fingers is keeping an eye on. But right now, you know, we have seen this guy in a bunch of different title matches and always expecting the other guy to win, the other shoe to drop. However, he's been defending the title. Like, if he's already defended it 3 times, which that's starting to get up there with some folks, you know what I mean? If he can defend it a 4th time, like, well on his way to kind of cementing himself. And he's a 3-time Meltdown world champion. So, big stuff here tonight. He's defended against Boom, Drew Hawthorne, Matt Storm, Rated R2K. Can he defend it against Digital Dogs tonight? Or can Digital win his 2nd world title? Now, real interesting. We've talked about why Digital has been walking down with this on, but definitely helping regenerate the body. But I have a feeling there's some bigger reasons as well. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on what's going on with the leader of the TWO, Digital Dogs. That's another one. The Horsemen only have 3 people with them right now, so but Digital kind of wrapped in that Digital suit. If you guys are in the Discord and you do know about Digital Dog's backstory, it makes a lot of sense what's going on here. Now, not allowed to wrestle in that suit, so it does come off before the matches.
Introducing the challenger from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 409 pounds, the Machine T.W.O. And his opponent, from the other side of darkness, weighing in at 266 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Lost Black Heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Totes is the Universal World Champion now. Dogs, that makes a lot more sense. So, yeah, can't put things past the TWO. Pretty soon they're going to be gunning for the SSU titles. Got to keep an eye on that. TCW, like they're getting some titles, quite a few titles now here in the TCW. Can Digital Dogs get the win here tonight? Final 3 matches of the evening. Meltdown World title on the line, Universal Tag Team title belts on the line, and the Women's Meltdown World title on the line. The largest male wrestler wrestling in this match, the largest female wrestler wrestling in the main event. And you got to know Blackheart fully understands what he is up against. Fully understood what he was going to be up against when he faced Boom. Very large wrestler. Drew Hawthorne, very large wrestler. Matt Storm, not large, but kind of bigger and fast. Rated R2K, a faster wrestler. Like, yeah, he's still a heavyweight, but he kind of falls in with Blackheart. Blackheart also a heavyweight, but when you look at Blackheart moves very fast. R2K moves very fast. Matt Storm kind of in the same thing. So going up against a guy like Digital Dogs, a little bit out of what it is to be a large man because he is the biggest man. But Blackheart wisely doing what he's got to do. So get him on the ground, do what he has to do while he's on the ground. Don't let him up on his feet because, look, this is what happens. Digital gets on his feet, and now he's off to do whatever he's got to do. Now, you notice earlier on in the night, referee getting in the way of people. The referee in this match, because the TWO's involved, now all of a sudden they're getting out of the way. You know what I mean? One. I really got to remember to fix a couple of the Nightbot things. I get done with the show, I'm tired, and I forget to do it. Then we do another show. Yeah, Blackheart really coming in with a good game plan tonight against Digital. Is Digital going to be able to turn it back around? Because, again, that's good. Blackheart can do all he wants. He can get all these things going. He can make all these things happen. But it is only going to take one or two moves for Digital Dogs to catch up to what's going on. And that is one of them. You do a move like that, like, what are you doing? That should be called the spinal adjustment. Oh, and see, look, this is one of those things I think, you know, when Hogan started teaching Digital Dogs, took him under his wing, I think this is one of those things that really helped out Digital. Digital calling for it, right? He's like, oh, I'm going to hit you with the choke slam. And then he didn't. Oh, I have not ever seen that happen. That is pretty interesting. Digital hitting him on his way up. Blackheart falling out, but still able to recover in time. Digital couldn't get out in time. But remember, Blackheart has the champion's advantage. So Digital cannot win this title by a countout. He can win the match by a countout, but the title belt won't change hands. So Blackheart can use that to his advantage. If he was in a spot where he's like, hey, maybe I'm not going to be able to beat Digital. Hey, maybe we can't do this or that. He can do some things to make sure that he retains his title belt. So really the burden falls back on Digital Dogs to get the win. While we got some time, guys, remember, drop the like, subscribe if you're new, share the video. Probably the freest, most easiest thing you can do. Subscribe, like, and share. If you guys do want to buy a ticket, that option is available. Also, becoming a member of the Bark Squad. All that money goes right back into the channel to give you guys a better show. So again, Blackheart just kind of one step ahead, really using the speed. And remember, when Blackheart backs up like that, and there it is, nail in the coffin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Digital, though, able to kick out in 2, but that's the thing you got to watch out for. Blackheart does his best work when there's some distance in between, and that's the thing that you really got to watch out for with Blackheart, is that distance. Digital wants to be up in your face doing the things, but Blackheart needs that distance. Digital now hooks the leg. 1, 2. Whoa. That was a lot closer than I thought. Now, did Blackheart do that to kind of try to fool Digital Dogs a little bit, give him like a false sense of security maybe? We'll have to wait and see, but 2.5 counts. Like, I was not expecting that, but he's got a few of the big slams in now, splits Blackheart open on that turnbuckle. And that's a bigger move than I think you realize. Like, right up against that turnbuckle pad, but you know, on the other side of that is pure metal. So definitely got to see what is going on. Dubs, you made it just in time to see your match. You will be defending your title belts in the next match. Blackheart now using everything he can use. Digital trying to get back to his feet. Blackheart's like, okay, I'll wait on you. Digital able to get out of the way. Can the leader of the TWO bring home the Meltdown World Championship tonight? You know, speaking of some big slams, that is some big slams right there too. And Digital still able to kick out in 2. So Digital able to avoid or take it down the coffin and jump up. But however, I thought we were going to see it again. I thought the old nail in the coffin was coming our way. Oh, what is this? Oh, that another big slam. Thought he was going to go for the pin right there, but instead goes for another big slam. And will he do it now? Can he bring it home for the TWO? TWO's been having a very successful night here tonight. Can Digital keep adding to the wins in the win column too? And the world champ able to kick out in 2.5. I figured if Digital got it. Oh, look at this. Leader showing you right now. He is not having it, going for the choke, trying to take it out of Blackheart, trying to remove Blackheart's will to fight. And again, that big double drop kick when he's down, you know, like Digital probably not going to be the guy fly. Oh, the big boot was coming. Somehow Blackheart jumping over the foot and landing the nail in the coffin, and Digital still able to kick out from 2. Nails in the coffin. Like, that is next level crazy. And I think Digital, I think that's a very good call on his part. I think that's a very good call on his part. Digital getting out, regardless, but getting out of the match right there, getting out of the ring right there. Even though it is not working out right now, I think it would have ended had he not done it. So, able to get out and now get in control. And you can see the damage done to the LED post over there, you can see the blood that has happened all over the ring. It has been a brutal night here at Monday Night Meltdown. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop. Heck, I used to think of the TCW kind of like the WCW of wrestling, but after tonight, I mean, maybe we're the ECW of wrestling. Like, this has been ridiculous. Maybe it's just been because we've had the TWO and the SSU and the TCW all here on the same night doing the crazy stuff. Like, who knows? It is the count of 8 right now. And I think, as a mistake, Digital Dogs wins the match, but loses the war. Digital wins by countout, but does not win the title belt. Wins by countout. So, like, if you guessed who wins the match, I mean, you were right. Digital Dogs absolutely won that match, but he did not win the title belt. I have not seen, and I feel like I get to say this every week, we've had 4 5-star matches so far. 2 4 to 4.5 star matches, and a 3.5 star match. 3.5 star match, worse. This is the worst rating of the night, which is crazy. Now, TWO lining it up again.
Is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Universal World Tag Team Championship.
I mean, technically, the TWO hasn't lost tonight. Not even on the women's side. The TWO has been on another level here tonight, so not looking good for the likes of Drew and Totes. However, here they are. Totes and Drew making their way down to the ring right now. Current Universal World Champion trying to win back the title belts here tonight. Now look, Blackheart technically defends his title belt tonight. Like, he lost by countout, so I mean, technically, that's his 4th title defense because that belt didn't go anywhere. But still, that's one of those things that's got to make you wonder, does Digital Dogs get another shot at that title belt? If you don't know it, our next pay-per-view is right around the corner after Thursday Outbreak. Our first pay-per-view of the year will be there. That's true. Like, you normally see all kinds of pyro coming out, but we didn't see any pyro. We saw where the pyro should have been, but then we didn't see it. Dubs and Chillivac now making their way down to the ring right now as well. It is hilarious. These guys are just like, hey, think about the merchandising money the TWO is making right now. So again, you look at these guys and it is like nothing that you have seen. In the ways of a fight like this, we saw Dubs and Totes go at it before, but now title belts are going to be on the line.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 529 pounds. Gentlemen, Drew Harrington and the Reaper, Tonio McGould, the Patriots. And their opponents at a combined weight of 442 pounds, the Universal World Tag Team Champions, Chilliwack, and the Ghost, Andrew Dubb, the N.W.O.
So you can see obvious size difference gonna happen in this match, but there was an obvious size difference when they won the title belt. So size difference does not matter as much as somebody would like to think in this match. But first shot that they get here tonight to defend their title belts, definitely going to have to use speed. And look, I think Drew realizes the same thing. Drew and Totes both going like, hey, we know what time it is. We got to be able to get our hands on these guys, and when we do, it's got to be big moves. We got to be delivering the big moves. So what will both team strategies be at the end of the day? Because you're looking like really Dubs, not a lot of experience in the tag team division in TCW. Does have some, and he's, to be fair, like, let me actually take that statement back, because Vipiro and Dubs have held these title belts. They set the record at 4 title defenses. Then Totes and Rowdy held them for 4, and that's been the record since then. You know what I mean? So yeah, I take it back. Like, he's won these title belts, and those two guys won them twice together. So this is like the 3rd time Andrew Dubs has held these titles. So yeah, I mean, he's got it. Chilliwack's got tag team experience. Drew started out in the tag team division, but then went into the singles and has had a lot of success. Totes, not really known, like, yeah, he's held the title belts, but still not really known for being a tag team wrestler. So you look at who's got, like, the overall experience. It's going to be Dubs and Chilliwack. Like, these two guys. And we've only seen, I think, one other time Drew and Totes wrestle together. So, and this might actually be the first time they have done it in a exact tag team setting. I think before it was done like, 3-on-3, 4-on-4 type of stuff, but still very interesting to see who is going to be able to come out on top of this. And that's the other thing. We just saw Totes give Drew a shot at the Universal World Championship, and it didn't go that well, and now it seems like Drew a lot more focused in this match. Maybe wanting to take that like to the next level. Oh, Chili trying to stop that tag, but waiting on Totes to come in. Totes, though, trying to take care of at least one of the eyes of Chilliwack. Maybe even up the score a little bit. One, and only a 1 count. Man, look at the state of this arena right now. There's blood everywhere. Digital screen damage everywhere. Like, it has been a night to remember. But again, TWO really really the ones. And now Drew, again, this is what I'm talking about. Drew kind of started to control that match, but Dub's taking them and saying, hey, let's try to get back to doing some stuff. What is he doing? Oh, that is a move right there. That is a move I've never seen before, but that is a move right there. And Drew kicking out with some authority, getting to his feet. Dubs gets there first. And look, you can see the size difference. Dubs saying, hey, look, I'm going to need a little help to get him up and over. You know, so generating a little speed, throwing him into the ropes, and then kind of getting that flip around and that big power slam. But Drew now able to turn things back around kind of in his favor. And you see kind of a different look, more kind of a straightforward look from Drew Hawthorne this year. Yeah, still has that face paint. That's still a thing, but looks like he might have came straight from the streets. You know what I mean? He's like, look, I'm not even going to waste time on tights and on boots. This is how I came to the arena. This is how it's going to be. Oh, look at that. Totes giving him a little kick back over and then hits him, and that usually sets things up. What is he doing? He removes. Oh, the referee sees it, though, now. I was going to say, it looked like he removed that thing. It looked like he was going to be able to use it, but referee right on top of the game. Again, thinking the refs are getting paid by the TWO. I think if the TWO had removed that, they wouldn't have had any kind of problems at all with it. And it's almost like Totes gets tagged in to do double teams. Like, that's the only reason. They tag Totes in. Drew's like, hey, I need a break. And then Totes, again, not really known for being a tag team wrestler. Oh, Totes confused on why he even got in there in the first place. Chillabok now focusing on Totes. Totes trying to give Drew a little more time to get back up to his feet. And Totes takes one for the team, and he should have taken that one for the team. If I was Drew, I would have waited inside the ring a little bit. Kind of taking a breather. Like, take the breather that Totes isn't letting you take. You know what I mean? And there we go. Finally works back around in their favor. Drew now taking advantage of Chillabok, trying to take advantage of Totes. And now Drew's like, would you stay in the ring for a minute or two? Like, just, can I breathe? Again, Totes going after the two good eyes of Chillabok. And look, this is one of those things that is crazy, and I don't know what setting makes them do this. How many times have you seen any other wrestlers on any other show in the TCW, but on the Outbreak brand or on the Meltdown brand, take somebody and throw them out of the ring? Zero. You've seen one time, and it's Totes, and I see him do it all the time. Absolutely crazy. Remember, the TWO is the one with the champion's advantage. And look, if the TWO's like, hey, I don't think we can quite get this one. Chillabok getting back in the ring. Oh, and back out. And look, this is smart on the TWO's part. Totes fights through the one, but look, he's got two over there. Tries to fight away and get away from him. Chili now taking him and throwing him back in his own side. 2 matches left here tonight. And that was wide. Chili waiting for Totes inside the ring. And Totes saying, hey, stop it. You're too fast. You're too fast, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Chili's kids. They'll get it. What is going on? Ep8, welcome to the show. Look, it's like one good thing deserves another, but remember, they've got to be inside the ring for those belts to change hands. So, and typically Totes will take you to task on the outside of the ring, but right now, T.W.O. and T.W.O. training. Oh, what a great move right there. And resets the count back to 1. I didn't know if it would reset the count or not. But Chilliwack understanding that he's got the advantage right now on the outside of this ring and taking advantage of it. Did you hear the person in the crowd say, "That's right, take him to the cleaners"? Somebody's going to have to take this wrestling mat to the cleaners. There is blood everywhere on it. And Totes really disadvantaged on the outside of the ring. You could have gave me $2. I would have bet both of them that wouldn't happen. But can Totes take advantage of the possible mistake by Chill? Oh, look at this! T.W.O. maneuver right there, and Chilliwack kind of blew it for him. But Dubs stopping Totes from getting back in the ring, but Chili, when he got out, restarts the count. So this has been an absolute crazy match going on right here, right now. Guys, we are at 18 likes. If we can find a way to get to 20 before the end of the show, that would be amazing. 20 likes, the standard in the TCW. Oh, look at this. Totes is saying, hey. And again, you're like, okay, well, the TWO is bad guys. Well, to be fair, so is Totes. Like, Totes isn't a good guy. But the one time you could probably root for Totes a little bit is when he's fighting against the TWO. It's probably the one time. It's like Eminem said, you only get one shot. Drew now getting back to his feet. Dubs trying to get over and stay in control. I think Drew getting that little breather. Might have been a little bit too long, though. But right back in the thick of it now. Starting to build up a sweat back in the ring again. Getting back into the flow of the match. And Dubs, kind of the same thing. Chili was in the match for quite some time. So, you know, Chili needing to get the same thing. Needing to get back in to the flow of things, back into the rhythm. Oh, and a huge reversal. It looked like there's about to be a big slam on the outside of the ring, but Andrew Dubs able to turn it into a DDT. Drew now fighting through and realizes, or hopefully he realizes, at a 6 count, winning the match is not what's important. Getting them back in the ring is. And there we go. Flips them right back in the ring. And can he find a way right now? Okay, little quicker tags in and out maybe. And that might be by design because, again, maybe Totes was in the ring a little bit too long that second time. Dubs, though, now he's fighting through. Oh, went down low. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And Dubs able to kick out. Look at this. Oh, and I told you he's not a good guy. If there was any false pretenses about, oh, maybe Totes is a good dude, let him erase those right now for you. By hook or by crook, he doesn't care how it goes. He just wants to get the win. And look, you keep thinking that, like, the double team is coming. And doing stuff right now, trying to throw them off their game, but Dub's probably getting wise to the antics of Totes McGoats, getting things turned back around. And now will they go for the double team? What is this? What? Oh, look. Nobody's eyes are safe in a Totes McGoats match. Not even his own. Again! How many times have you seen somebody throw somebody out of the ring? But Totes, it's like his thing that he does. Oh. I'll say, winding up for the big punch. Went for the kick. Dubs going back at him. Oh, look, Totes is like, I might not even get back in the ring. I thought Dubs didn't see him coming, and apparently he didn't see him coming soon enough. And again, not going for the double team. So very interesting tactic going on right now. And that is the extraction. Hits Dubs with it. Can he get the pin right here? Hooks the leg. And no, he cannot. Chillivac was like, that is not what's going downtown. Julie Brown. Oh, look at this. Has him in a weird, like, submission hold, but Doug saying no more. Backing up. Oh, referee getting in the way or trying to, but got out of the way just in time. I think she realized, like, hey, maybe this, like, I'm getting in the way of the wrong people, so able to get out of the way. Totes taking that elbow right to the face. I don't think Chili was expecting that. Oh, it's an owie right there. Like, when you see certain moves, you're like, man, why would you do that? Like, why would you let it be an owie in that way? And where you saw Drew taking on the majority of the beginning of the match, now seeing Totes taking on the majority of the end of this match. And maybe this is the exact thing they need to do. Can Drew, oh, Chili kind of playing little possum. And look, immediately Chili's like, look, I'm out. Their biggest guy is in. You're our biggest guy, Dubs. Get in here and do the thing. Do the ghost thing. Oh, that's a big slam right there. Might have taken the wind out of Drew Hawthorne's sails. What is he doing? Is he trying to go for the pin? Drew, I think he figured he was. Well, you want to talk about wind and sails and where the wind went. Like, that went right out of the lungs of Andrew Dubs. Now, are they going to do... Oh, no? I thought they would do it, but I don't... Oh, that splits Drew Hawthorne open, and typically all that does is piss Drew off. So is that going to happen here tonight? And this will show you kind of how long this match been going on, like the stuff. That move right there just kind of threw the timing off of Dubs, because I think, you know, both guys very tired. Here we go, Canadian Destroyer on Drew Hawthorne. Thought he was going to go for the pin, but instead brings Chili in. And Drew looks like he's out. Look, Chili's like, hey, we might be feeling good in the neighborhood, but that's not the kind of Chili's we're talking about. That little bit of time, though, able to get things turned back around. Now whips them back over into the corner. And there it is. I think that's what he was trying to set him up for. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Thought we might have had new champions there, but now setting up for it. Can he end it here? Right. Oh, Chili finds a way again to get out of it. Will we see Chili go up to the top? We will not, but we will see Dubs getting tagged back in. And Dubs now taking the time, slowing down the pace. Bringing him over to the corner, and this might be it. Hits him with the elbow. 1, 2, 3, and this is what I'm talking about. The TWO on an epic night has not lost one of their matches.
Here are your winners, and still the Universal World Tag Team Champions, the Ghost, Andrew Dunn, and Chilliwack, the Ed.
Now, if you don't think the TWO isn't showing out tonight in anticipation of the SSU reopening their doors, TWO has a lot of unfinished business in the SSU.
Women's World Championship.
April 8th. Be there or be square. Or circle. Or X. Guess you can be whatever shape you want. Now, this is a huge match here tonight. You want to talk about getting tested to your limits. The champion, Kezabu, getting ready to be taken to the limit here tonight. Will she be able to beat the largest female wrestler in the game? So that's another one. Like, that's a big start for the TWO getting their first title defense. The record is 4, so it's very obtainable. Will Andrew Dubs and Chilliwack be able to obtain that record? We don't know. But Kezabu in the main event of the evening. Making her way down to the ring, getting ready to put the title belt on the line. Against Crimson.
Introducing the challenger from every man's nightmare, the Monster Crimson. And her opponent from Wolverhampton, England, the Women's World Champion, the Innovator Kisser.
So Kezabu making her return here in Season 8. Very first match back, winning a belt that she never could win before, but winning the Meltdown Championship, getting a world title under her belt. First match back now. You want to talk about things on the line, having to defend it against Crimson. And that is what she is going to have to do a lot. Oh, yeah, look, Crimson's like, look, I've been down this road before. I've seen these moves. Not having it. Crimson just takes a step back and puts Crimson straight down into the mat. And Crimson losing the Universal World title appears that tonight wanting to prove a point. But still not going to be easy. Like, let's not pretend like, oh, this is going to be the easy street. It is not. TCW has been around for a long time, going wrestling in some different places and making her way back to the TCW. And this is what she needs to do. Get her on the ground. Start doing some damage. Deal the blows while she is on the ground. When she is on her feet, she can do things like that. TCW again trying to turn it back around, but Crimson, she's been around 8 seasons. The daughter of Kane, she knows how the smaller wrestlers are going to try to fight her. So this isn't like it's her first merry-go-round. She's been on plenty of playgrounds. And again, that's where TCW needs to get her. Like, has to keep fighting. And look, Crimson sees it coming and goes, you know, every time she sees her trying to get, like, into those ring ropes, trying to generate, you know, some more power, which then equates, or more speed, which then equates to power, she has been one step ahead. So she has done her homework as well. Oh, that is a big power slam right there. Oh, went for that big boot that time, able to stop her. One, two. And a 2 count right there. This is something that may shock you. But the last time Crimson held this world title belt was all the way back in season 1. Season 1, episode 10. Beat Aussie for it. Aussie came back and beat her in the very next episode. Has not held on to it since. Has gone after it once or twice, but not that many times. So, big title shot coming here tonight. TCW missing that. Is that going to be a mistake? That leads to some big things. That leads to Crimson trying to get her hands on this title belt for the second time. And then if she can, like, what's that going to mean? Will she be able to make it a meaningful run? Her first run, really not meaningful. Yeah, she beat Aussie, but Aussie beat her immediately in the next episode. So if you would have given me, like, if you would have given me that as a trivia question, I would have lost. I would have lost the money on that one. I would have guessed she was a multiple-time world champion on the Meltdown brand, but she is a Triple Crown world champion. Is that going to... Oh, TCW wisely, and sometimes when you're fighting against a wrestler like Crimson, your best offense is really, really good defense. TCW going up to the top right now. What was that? I mean, she hit her with it, don't get me wrong, but absolutely crazy move. That's kind of one of those hit me while you're flying by. 1, 2. And she has just got to keep avoiding the choke slam from Crimson. Oh my goodness. Can she hook the leg? 1, 2, 3, and Kezaboo will retain the Women's Meltdown World Championship.
Here is your winner, and still Women's World Champion, the Innovator Kisser Boom!
I'm telling you, not many people voted for Kezaboo, but if you did, you are correct. Kezaboo winning here in the main event tonight, defending the Women's World Championship. Is maybe Kezaboo going to be the answer to bring stability to the Women's World Champion or Meltdown Championship? Right now, that is what it is looking like. Let's go ahead before we get out of here real quick and let's just check the news. Kezaboo fighting against Crimson suffers an injury during her match, so definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. J.W. Caliber injured during this match. Monica Monroe injured during her match. Tiffany now cleared by the medical staff to make her return. Oh, R2K tonight. We did not know that, but was cleared by the medical staff before we started. And Kezaboo was cleared. And now Kezaboo re-injured in the match. So absolutely crazy stuff going on. Guys, remember when you're out there in the world and you're doing all this stuff, be the leaders in your community that you need to be. Sometimes people need to be shown the way. Be brave enough to do that. Stop letting the media and everybody else divide you and go out there and do that. I'm going to leave it with that. You know, be strong enough to show some people some grace. But guys, that is going to do it for us here at the Toast But Goats Wrestling Network. From all of us here to all of you out there, remember, stay kind to one another. Be the leaders the community needs you to be, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.